At number 5, Jahan Dotson from Penn State, and an undersized receiver, 5'11", 178, but a slick route runner. Reminds me a little bit of Diontae Johnson. And there were a few plays that really caught my eye. He had a sluggo route against Maryland, against a cover 2 defense that went 86 yards to the house. And it's like the defense just forgets about him. And then going back to the 2020 season, he had back-to-back catches, one-handed catches against Ohio State as well. A 4-year contributor for the Nittany Lions. Again, reminds me a little bit of Diontae Johnson, someone we know and love, for player, receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ike, what'd you see from Jahan Dotson out of Penn State?
You know what impressed me, Mark? His awareness as well. So I had him the toe tapper, especially around the sidelines in that red zone. He always got 2 feet down. And I put this adjective out there too, fast. You know, and to look at a lot of these receivers, we're naming receivers that's coming from cold weather cities. And when you get to the playoffs, you want guys from cold weather cities. The colder it was, the better he played, Jahan Dotson. So for me, he was light on his feet. He was very elusive. His adjustments, his hands, everything he caught, Mark, was with his hands. There was no body catching. What impressed me was I saw him do a dig route. And usually wide receiver coaches tell, guys who do it. So a dig route is 14 yards and in. Usually guys, they tend to drift when they're cutting in. He attacks the ball on these cutting the in routes. That gives him an opportunity not only to get separation from the DB, but he's not going to take that blind side hit coming from the linebacker from the weak side if he's on the strong side. But his awareness, his big play, and he was another one of these fast kind of guys. Once he got the ball, there was no catching, Jahan Dotson.
Yeah, I got
Diontae Johnson. I'm thinking Antonio Brown.
Whoa. Okay. Wow. Wow. I like your cold weather receiver analogy as well. I'm with you there. One knock, again, given, and I think he'll fill out put on a little bit more weight, but the lack of size was one thing that would be my knock on him. And one thing I noticed, at least compared to, say, a Garrett Wilson, is he didn't break as many tackles after the catch. That doesn't take away from the fact that he's able to separate from the defensive backs trying to guard him. So
correct.
A thin frame, we'll see. Durability concerns. Can he break tackles after the catch? How does he fare against some of the physical cornerbacks in the league? But considering the level of production he had at Penn State, I think he's going to be okay. And if he's he's the 5th best receiver in this draft, we are loaded at this position group.